Hey everybody, it's Sig400, and today I'm going to continue my Banjo Kazooie 100% walkthrough. Today we're going to Mumbo's Mountain. Do not take what Grunty just said as a puzzle or a threat. She's actually being variably stupid, for there are no puzzles involved. All you have to do is get all of the Jiggies. Okay, first part of Jiggies. Every single level has Jinjos. 5, as this one just said, on each one. You're repeating what I just said. Anyway, basically put, if you find all 5 Jinjos in a level, you get a Jiggy. Warning, this is the only set way to get Jiggies this early in the game. Because all other Jiggies in the level are pretty much completely random and can be obtained through multiple means. But first, before we get any Jiggies, we're gonna get all the moves. The first move you learn is up here by Mumbo's. He teaches you the Beak Buster, a very simple move. All you have to do is jump in the... Oh my god. Sorry about that. Don't you hate it when people call when you're recording a video? Okay. Very basically, he taught us the Beak Buster. I guess I'll show you an example right here. All you do is jump in the air and press the right trigger in the Xbox version, which is crouch, and you pretty much fall right on top of what you're trying to destroy. That's a very simple move and used for a lot of puzzles. Not to mention, if you couldn't guess, thanks to Nintendo Logic, you press buttons with it. What else can you do with it? This is where you find the second move, Talon Trot. Very simple move. All you have to do is hold the right trigger and then the left trigger. This will cause Kazooie to come out. And voila! You move a heck of a lot faster. Ah, crap. Again, on a high generation system, still so many glitches. Isn't it so wonderful? Anyhow, you find another Jinjo up here, and get your first Jiggy of the level. I knew I said we wouldn't collect any of these, but it was just sitting there. How could I resist? As suspected, this is also a tutorial level, teaching you about, well, just levels in general. Again, you find notes. There are 100 notes per level, 900 in all. You only require 810 to finish the game, but if you want to unlock all the really cool extras and the assistants to help fight Grunty, then you want to get all 900 notes. Okay, we're gonna get not only our next lesson, but 3 more Jiggies. Stand on these buttons until Conga throws and then moves. Conga's gonna throw oranges at you. How surprising. Of course he couldn't throw bananas or coconuts like real monkeys. No, he has to throw an orange. But he gives us our first Jiggy in this general portion of the level. Now, we have to climb into his tree and steal his orange. Now, he is definitely not appreciative of this, but if we give it to Chimpy, he will get off the platform, and it will raise for absolutely no reason at all and give you a Jiggy! Yay, Nintendo Logic, which has only been put onto a Microsoft system. Okay, that was an epic fail. I've gotten a little too used to number 2's controls, and in number 2 you can grip grab, so forgive me if I do things that don't make sense in the gameplay. Okay, another thing. You'll find grunty switches throughout the levels. You hit them, and a Jiggy will appear in Grunty's lair. These normally require something from within the level to reach, like a Mumbo transformation, but I'll show that later. This is the second move you learn in this area. Well, the third. What am I saying? Behold, another speaking fail sign above my head. But moving on. Basically, this lets you shoot eggs. How is, well, determinant on which button you press. I guess I'll just show you a basic example before we go and fight Congo over there. If you crouch and press Y, Kazooie will shoot one egg. If you press B, however, yes, as classic of any N64 game by Rare, there are inappropriate noises, I suppose you can call them, that you wouldn't see in a modern Nintendo game. But basically put, you just have to shoot Congo in the face. Woo! Woo! Very easy to beat. Now that you defeated Conga, he'll give you another Jiggy, but don't even think this means he'll stop throwing his oranges at you. The moment you grab his Jiggy, he's gonna get really pissed and start throwing his oranges at you again. This is the part where you run, if you needed any advice there. Okay. A very easy Jinjo over there. Oh yes, another implication of notes. The reason you need them at all is in order to break note doors. Note doors lets you, are in your way as you try to progress through the epic note collecting fail. How many fails am I gonna come up with by the end of today, I wonder? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm an epic fail at this right now. Finally. Okay, so again with the notes. Note doors are basically just doors in your way. Behold the other speaking fail sign over my head. Basically, note doors are, as Bottles will describe them to you, as doors with spells on them which will prevent you from continuing unless you collect enough notes to break the spell. Personally, I find this very stupid because if Grunty had any smarts at all, she would somehow get rid of the notes so you couldn't do this. But aside from that, and the thousands of precautions she could have taken to protect her plans, let us move forward. Let's see, any more notes? Nope. Okay, here comes our next, guess what? 3 Jiggies! It's not all of them, don't worry about that. But it's still quite a few. Again, enemies, just roll into them, claw them, or whatever you like. What you want to do is break down all these huts. When you break down enough huts, when you break one certain hut, you'll find a Jinjo in it. The Jinjo is going to give you a Jiggy if it's your 5th. If not, too bad. Okay, break the last 2 huts. One will have an extra life if you need it, and the last one will have the final Jiggy. Booyah! Now, I did have a pre-recording of this, but I epically failed because I had forgotten something very important about this particular mission. And it's if you jump on top of this guy's head, hey look, a honeycomb! Non. And then you shoot it one last time, and it'll leave a Jiggy behind. Way to go for killing people for free stuff! Okay, now you may have noticed across the level these silver skull tokens. These are Mumbo Jumbo's currency, and I'm epically failing again. Ah! Just a minute. No! Yes! Okay. I'm not gonna cut that because that's just hilarious to me. Now I have to cut it because I said I'm gonna cut it. Ah! Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a major argument with myself. Okay. We have collected 8 Jiggies here. There's still 2 missing. So, what you have to do... Hold on. Again, I'm gonna have to cut this again, aren't I? Oh, what do you know? I'm only missing 1 here. That's great. Okay, before we continue, I'm going to have to cut it off here, so that way I can find 2 more Mumbo Skulls, so we can go and purchase the power-up. Oh, shoot. I'm drowning! Okay, cut. I thought I'd just show the location of the last 2. Okay. One of the last 2 Mumbo tokens is in here in the termite mound. And the other is just up these steps, hidden in you know where, behind one of these columns. One of the best places to hide silver tokens with skulls and eyeballs. Okay, now that you have all 5 of the, after you have all 5 of the tokens, all you have to do is go to Mumbo's, go in his house, and talk to the sleeping fat ass. Basically, Mumbo's job, thus another speak fail over my head. His job is to transform you when you give him enough tokens. And Mumbo's Mountain, he's going to turn you into a termite! Yes, all of you with fears of termites and ants. I swear to God, this thing looks more like a pink ant than a termite. But, on a different note, the basic idea of this is turn it into this cute little bugger and go into the termite mound. Now the termites will attack you with the excuse of they want your backpack or your shorts. Ignore them, because they're not really that bright and won't start chasing you for a good 5 minutes afterwards. You basically want to navigate to the top of the tower, don't forget these notes. Get out of my way. Okay, so I hurt myself, but I've got all the notes now! Yay, I'm a happy person. Okay, basic thing here is, don't have any jump fails like I did just a few seconds ago, and get to the very top of this giant termite mound. It may be a pain in the butt, but it's all worth it in the end, because not only do we get an extra life, nom nom, but we get the final Jiggy of the level. Roots! Unfortunately, I seem to be approaching the time limit, so I'm going to show you where to get the last honeycomb piece, and in the next episode, I'll meet you outside. See you all later. There it is. You have to be a termite to get this, just letting you know. See you all later.